Hi my sweet friends and welcome to The Soul of a Knitter. My name is Anneli and on this channel I share how I try to live with intention, a slow and simple life in the south of Sweden, and at the same time trying to make it as a knitwear designer. So my husband turned 50 a couple of days ago and we went to the west coast of the area where I live in Sweden, and it's called Kullaberg, and we hiked there for a whole day and it was such an amazing weather. It's such a beautiful day and amazing nature. So the pictures you see right now is from that day. But we're also here to talk about knitting today. And I have knitted some things. I have 2 finished objects and a couple of... I worked a little on my works in progress. I also have a new work in progress. But let's start with what I am wearing. So this is a pattern of mine that I released last summer. This is Linum tea, and it is a colorwork yoke, short sleeve. No, did I say Linum tea? It's Linum top. Linum top. Yes, it's a colorwork yoke and short sleeves and just a simple stockinette body like this. So yeah, I will link to this pattern below. I will also link to my Instagram where you can find me as anneli.thomasson, and to my Ravelry where you also find me as Anneli Thomasson. Yeah, the yarn that I used for this t-shirt was this it's really this is merino linen from Imagine Wool, and it is fingering weight yarn, 200 meters per 50 gram. It's 50 gram skeins, and it's 70% organic merino wool and 30% linen, and this is GOTS certified, as you can see. So I used this neutral, I think it's called, as a main color, and the contrast color is this blue, and I think it is a dark gray. So these are the colors that I have used for this one. So let's put them on the floor for now. Yes, as I said, I have two finished objects. The first one is my Ragnarök sweater. So this is a design of mine, and I am right now looking for testers. So if you want to test knit this, contact me on Instagram. You can also send me an email at info@lyckakondesign.se. I can write that below. If you don't have an Instagram account, we can email instead. So this is Ragnarök Sweater, and I have talked about this before, but this is knitted up in Fjärilsvingar from Ragnarok as the main color, and the contrast color is this Dyed in the Wool from Spin Cycle Yarns, and this color is Something Wicked, and this color is grayish beige. This yarn was gifted to me to design this sweater. So this is the result. The pattern is written, and now I need testers. So this will be released at the end of August. If you want to test knit, the deadline is August 17. So it's the colorwork yoke. The colorwork is also down on the body and the sleeves, and it's this kind of balloon sleeves where you decrease a lot just before the cuff. It is short rows in the back, and the hem and all the ribbing are twisted rib. And I have talked about this before because I saw a picture of a church in Norway where the door had this metal, I don't know what it's called in English, but this metal thing around the door, and that was showing Ragnarok. And Ragnarok is, according to Nordic mythology, is the end of the world. So there were all these snakes. I can put a picture up here of the picture I saw. And there were all these snakes swirling around, and I thought this was so beautiful, and I wanted to make my knitted interpretation. Did I say that correct? Well, I think interpretation is the correct word, right? Of that picture of Ragnarok. So this is the result. You can see the snakes and the snake eyes swirling around. Yeah, I'm very happy with it. And Spin Cycle will help me promote this. So that is why we have a date for the release. So as I said, if you want to test it, contact me, please. I need testers. The second finished object is a cardigan that I had started. I showed it last time. I had just started it then. This was a cardigan for my husband. I wanted to give him this for his 50th birthday. I did not finish in time, but his birthday was last Friday and he got it Monday. So it's just a couple of days later. But so I'm quite pleased with that, I must say. So this is the result. So, this is Salt Lake Cardigan. The designer is Michael Vlodeman. I'm sorry if I don't pronounce that correct. And I think it was designed to a yarn company, but I can't remember which one. It was something we can't find here, I think, in Sweden. So, but it was a beautiful design, and it was easy to follow. I can highly recommend it. So the yarn I have used is this no longer available, but this is Strong Merino from Imagine Wool. They don't produce this anymore, so it's no point for me talking about it, but it's 75 meters per 50 gram ball. Yeah, I had this in my stash, so that is why I used it. I also have this little tag that I bought. It says, "Just for you with love." So, and he had tried it on and he was very pleased with it. So, yeah, it was an easy knit. Can highly recommend the pattern. So, yeah. The needles for this is 6 millimeters. And I don't know what that is in US. Let me check. I have this case here. I can see 6 millimeters is US 10. So, and on my Ragnarök, that is for the stockinette part is 3 millimeters, US 2.5, and on the color work I have used 3.5 millimeters, and that is US 4, just so you know. But US 6 for this one. It said that I should use US 6 even for the ribbing, but I actually went down to, no, not US 6. 6 millimeters for the ribbing. Did I make everyone more confused now? The pattern says that I should use 6 millimeters also for the ribbing, but I actually went down to 5.5 millimeters, and that is US 9, of course, yes. And I think that worked well, because I was a little afraid that it would flare if I used 6 millimeters. So that was my finished objects. So let's talk about some whips. So this one I have showed you before, but I'm soon ready with it. This is Fjärilsvingar. No, I'm showing it. No, I'm showing it right way. Yeah. So this is Fjärilsvingar. I have about 2 centimeters and then the rib. So that is all that I have left on this one. This is being test knitted right now. The pattern will come with both short and long sleeves. So I have knitted the short sleeved version here. The yarn that I am using, I have been gifted from Filcolana, and it's this Merci. And I was gifted it to, is it, yeah, to is it focused? I was gifted this to design. So it's this fun structure on the yoke, and then it's stockinette. The yarn messy is 50% merino wool, superwash, and 50% cotton. And usually I don't like superwash because I think I don't like the feel of it. It's a little sticky, but I don't feel that with this one because I think it's the cotton that, because it's a blend. So I think this will be really lovely in the summer. This pattern will be released in the beginning of July. So 3mm needles all the way except for the ribbing, which is 2.75, and that is, let me check, US 2. So US 2 and US 2.5 for this t-shirt. Anything else about that? No, I have shown it before. Hopefully it is a finished object next time we talk about knitting. I have also knitted a little bit on my children's sweater for my grandson. I've talked about this before. This is something this is my design, but I will not make a pattern out of it. I don't think. I'm not that great with sizing for children, and I think it's cool. I like the structure with, where you blend knits and pearls. So now I have started a sleeve. I'm finished with the decreases, and will just knit, well, maybe 3-4 centimeters, and then the ribbing. I think it's fun. I think I might do more, but I think I will talk. Since I'm not doing a pattern for this one, I will in maybe the next episode, or when this is finished, I will talk more about how I did it. If you want to do it yourself like this, so you can just take a raglan children pattern and do what I did to make this stripes. The yarn that I am using for this one is also from Imagine Wool. This is their soft merino, and it is 100 meters per 50 grams. And I'm using this undyed, and the other colors I'm not 100% sure about the names, but I think it's petrol, ochre, and pale blue, maybe, or pale green. I don't know, but it's the same yarn, so it's quite thick. I use 4mm needles, which is US 6. So I will talk more about this sweater when it is finished, I think. So stay tuned. And I have been craving a sock knit. I don't know why, because usually I'm not. I like knitting socks, but I'm not that kind of person that always has a sock knit on their needles. I know there is a lot of you that has that, and I wish I was that person, but for some reason I always gravitate to sweaters and shawls often. So yeah, but I was really craving a sock knit. So I was at Syhantverksfestivalen in Malmö a couple of weeks ago, and I bought a couple of sock yarns. Maybe that is what started this craving, I don't know. But I bought this beautiful hand-dyed sock yarn. So it's this beige with like a dusty pink and some green and little brown flecks. Yeah, it's really beautiful. And the dyer behind this is Jenny Penny Design. I don't think I think she only sell in Sweden, but Lull is her yarn brand, and this is the colorway is To Melissa. It's 80% superwash merino and 20% nylon. 365 meters per 100 gram. So, To Melissa. So I was thinking, because I have a lot of sock design ideas in my head. That is how my brain works. I think I would love to knit socks. And then my brain immediately goes to, okay, what can I do? And I was also thinking, I don't have the time right now to design a new sock pattern. It takes time. You have to sit down, you have to write down a pattern, and you have to do test knits. And I was not, I don't have the time for that right now. So I thought, okay, I just do a pair of socks. So I did. I was looking in my stash, and I found this little, also hand-dyed yarn, sock yarn, this brown, and I knitted the toe for that one, and will also be the cuff. And this is how far I have gotten. So what I do is I use an old pattern of mine called LD Basic Socks. I can link to that below. That is 2x2 rib on the upper foot and the leg. But I have changed that, so for this one I'm making 4x1. So 4 knits and 1 purl. So, and I think this yarn is really beautiful knitted up. So this is how far I have gotten. Not that far, but it has been fun. 2.25 millimeters needles, and that is US 1. Yes. And the ribbing up the cuff will be in 2 millimeters needles, and that's a US 0. So yes, socks on my needles. So when I have made these, I think I will do some shorties, because summer is coming. I do have an old pattern called Midnight Sun Socks. Yes, Midnight Sun Socks. And there are shorties with this fake cable on top of the foot. So I think I might do some of those. Revisit that pattern maybe. It would be fun. Yeah. Well, is that everything? I think it is. So if you like this content where I share about slow living in some episodes and about my knitting in other episodes, please subscribe. It means a lot. And I wish you a wonderful day and take care of yourself. Bye.